Okay, hello guys. In this video, I'm going to talk about the the video to assessment for learning. Um, Assessment for learning is important since it seeks easy and the best strategies for students and teachers to understand each other and work together in a satisfactory environment. I think it's really important because uh, when conducting the evaluation, the teacher evaluates if his study plan is really good or if he should look for new methodologies in order to improve the learning process of the students. Assessment for learning is important in the first place for the students, since it can be checked whether the student is getting the objectives set for the class or not. The importance of this tool for the teachers also enters here, since in case the objectives are not getting, they must look for a more adequate route to get the objectives and improve the learning process for the students. And finally, it's important for the parents since they generate information and knowledge of the learning process for the students and showing the results of their cognitive development and improve their skills. For these reasons, I consider that the use of assessment for learning is really important. The case of Raul and Priya. Professor Raul have so many strengths. He explains in a more practical and detailed way the mistakes made in the text. Since in words like funny, he corrects writing the properly right on top. In addition to adding the S and marks where they are missing. The weaknesses I consider is not to describe directly in the evaluation table the points to improve for the student. Priya. Priya's strengths, I think she in her evaluation is more direct, saying punctually that it should be correct for an easy understanding and the correction as well as motivating in a striking way with her star rating. The weaknesses are that the correction made on the work can become difficult to understand for the student. Okay, my advice to Professor Raul is be to clearly explain the objectives to be improved in the student in the evaluation table, as well as to motivate the student in a striking way. And my advice to teacher Priya is to make her corrections more demonstrative so that the student better understand the difference between the mistakes and the correct form. Okay, I think the mistake on line 3 playable was not corrected because there are no spelling mistakes. The structure is not the most appropriate, but the concept is understood. And there are no mistakes, which I think it's most important for teachers for the student have ideas without fear of being wrong, since that is the objective of the learning process. Take a step by step process. Okay, I think if I were the teacher of this learner, I would focus on teaching him grammar, since most of the mistakes present in the text are grammatical mistakes. Okay, finally, I think normally I correct writing in the way that Raul does, because I think it's the appropriate and easier form to the student little by little catch the concept and improve his learning process. Okay, thank you. That's my reflections about the video and these points in the activity guide about the assessment for learning and learning process in the English subject and English skills. So thank you so much and see you soon.